No, stop it. What is Shadow here, and today you join me on a brand new World of Warcraft video. Today's video is going to be all about things Shadow Priest, and we're going to be going over the talents in the pre-patch at the current stand at the moment and my decisions for each. I'm going to try out this build in this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Before I go into this, these are just my opinions on the spec and how I want to play it. If you would like to give any other criticism or anything along those lines, or any changes in regards to your talent builds on your Shadow Priest or anything like that, I'll be happy to talk about it in the comment section below, so make sure to go leave me a comment if you have any differences of opinion. Now, let's move on. We have Twisted Fates. After damaging a target below 35% health, you deal 20% increased damage and 20% increased healing for 10 seconds. Then we have Fortress of the Mind, Mind Spike and Mind Blast deal 10% more damage and generate 20% more insanity. And then we have Shadow World Void, if I know how to talk, that'd be great. Has a 40-yard range, 1 second, 0.3 cast time, and a 30-second recharge time. It blasts the target for 17,000 shadow damage and generates 25 insanity. Now, personally, I would prefer this because a lot of your damage is going to come from your mind spikes and also your mind blasts when you stack up your mind spike debuff. So that's why I've gone for this one. I also think that any of these rows in certain scenarios will be good. I think if you want a more, like, be able to get to your burst a lot quicker build, then just go with this. What I've been seeing is we do a lot of damage outside our burst, and we do more spread or bursty pressure inside our burst, but it's more of explosive damage and requires some more prep time. So you need to stack up 10 spikes, then you pop burst, which is Void Explosion, I think that's how I pronounce it. Void Explosion, which basically turns you into an insane, which something I really find cool is when you're in Insanity form and you stay with it for a while, you start getting tentacles from your back, which is really cool. But anyway, moving on to level 30 talent, we have Mare, or Mare, I can't pronounce that, but anyway, I'm stupid. So, you move 1% faster for every 5 insanity you have. Now, okay guys, so moving on to level 30, we've got Mania. You move 1% faster for every 5 insanity you have. Then we have Body and Soul. Your power shield increases your movement speed by 40% for 3 seconds. And then Metamorphosis, whenever you cast Shadow of Mending on yourself, a damage over time effect heals you. It's a damage over time effect that heals you instead. Maybe you cast Shadow. So basically, this gives you a dot on yourself that basically becomes a hot. So you can pre-hot yourself, or you can speed and then speed. I would personally say either one of these two would be best. I'm personally running Body and Soul right now because I find myself applying shields off cooldown anyway, so having that extra speed is really helpful. And I don't really stack on insanity that too much when I'm stacking, because I want to mainly just get through my insanity so I can burst and do more and more damage and get void bolts out. Okay, moving on to level 45 talent tree here. We have Mind Bomb. This replaces Psychic Scream. Inflicts your target with a Mind Bomb after 2 seconds, or if the target dies, it unleashes psychic power, exploding and stunning all enemies in 8 yards for 2 seconds. We also have basically just for cooldown of your Psychic Scream by 30 seconds, which means it will be a, if I take this, it means it will be a 30, reduces the cooldown of your Psychic Scream by 30 seconds. This means this goes down from a minute to 30 seconds, which is could be really powerful. Mind Bomb itself has a 30-second cooldown. Then we have Dominate Mind. You may also control your own character whilst Mind Control active, but Mind Control has a 3-minute cooldown and it may not be used against players. So this is useless for World PvP and PvP in general, because it's non-usable against players. So the only two things, I really like the stun personally, but I may depend on your comp. You may want to run Psychic Voice to get the reduced fear downtime, which is really strong. So moving on to level 60, we have Void Lord. A lingering percentage of 8 seconds into your next void form. Lingering insanity prevents for protection. Okay, so basically you stay in you stay in your insanity form for a little bit, for 8 seconds afterwards, basically. Only Reaper of Souls, your Shadow of Death is uncastable on targets below 35%, and generates a greater amount of insanity when the target is killed. And then we have Void Rays. Each time you mind Seer or mind Spike, you gain 10% damage, increased damage, stacks up to 5 times. I think this might be these two. I would say the two that you probably. I mean, they're all good, but might try out Void Ray. See how it is. But I would personally say at the moment, because you're deathing a lot of targets when you're in BGs, especially, you're going to be wanting that extra, you know, castable limit. Because if you watch here, and we go into here, this is now only castable when they're below 25%. So the extra 15% can really help to just be able to get those kills. But I also think Mind Blade as well, Void Ray even, could be really good as well. And we're going to move on to the level 75 talent tree. And I hate Shadow Priest because all of their bloody names are really difficult to say. Shali, I think that's pronounced. Increases the damage of your vampiric touch and the healing of your vampiric embrace. This is just basic, just buff on damage and healing. Your Shadow of Apparitions deal 100% increased damage and generate full fury. And your Shadow of Pain has a 10% chance to reset the cooldown of your Mind Blast and make the next Mind Blast instant. This is a must-have ability on Shadow Priest right now. The possible reset, especially when you're paining a lot of targets, because you should be multi-dotting, especially with Pain, as it is an instant cast. Then it's going to be really powerful. Now, on the level 90 talent tree, I'm not 100% sure on which of these two you should be taking. Still need to do some more testing on that. I think that Mindbender could be really good if you can keep 100% uptime with the Mindbender when it's up. And also, it being on a 1 minute cooldown is extremely powerful as well. So it means you can use it more of the time. I also think that Shadowy Crash also could be really good in like especially AoE scenario when there's a stacked team like on a mass grip or etc. To get just some extra damage and so on. Now Power Infusion on paper looks good, but unfortunately it is dispellable still, so this makes it terrible because you face against any team that will actually can dispel, which is any shaman ever and any priest. Basically they're just going to dispel a 2 minute cooldown, which is really bad for you. So we're going to do some testing between these two, and I'll do a follow-up video on that. Now, these next row is mainly down to your personal playstyle. Now, obviously, Sutherland of Madness is 7 minute cooldown. All your insanity abilities drain 200%. And you can cast whilst moving until you exit void state, then you die horribly. Now this is obviously not a viable talent. This is obviously just for fucking around in BGs in essential with and doing lots of damage, and maybe trying to do a lot of boss damage on where there's a wide mechanic or something. You have a battle res. I'm not too sure how it works in PvE, but in PvP it's just gonna be for fucking around. Personally, I would say Mind Blast is the only choice you really have, because you can stack it up and it will explode on detonation of your Mind Blast, which we talked about before with stacking it around your Mind Spikes and Mind Blasts. And also, I've forgotten what talent it was. I think it was... there was something or other has a chance to reset the cooldown and make it instant. Oh yeah, Shadowy Apparitions. Gives you a chance to basically get your Mind Blast for free. Legacy of the Void. The Void Fire is active at any time. Your insanity is 70 or higher. Now, I think this could be good, but I think if you stack Mind Blast well and you're able to free cast, then I think that Mind Blast is going to end up being better. But that's going to wrap up the talent tree for today. Thank you guys for watching. If this video did help you out, apologies for any cuts or any mispronunciations or anything. I think I've got a nose. Well, I've always got a nose, but I think I'm coming down with something. But anyway, that sucks. But yeah, we'll get rid of it. We'll get around it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit a like and it helps out a lot. And I'll see you guys next time. If you guys would like to see yesterday's video, then make sure you hit the left link. If you would like to see the enhancement shaman talent tree, then make sure you hit the right link. And I'll see you guys next time. Farewell.